Well, it's another very beautiful, lovely day in the city of Lagos, the center of excellence, Nigeria, West Africa, as we meet a very, very honorable man indeed, a man who is very familiar with populism, a populist, a Marxist, a man who has done very much enough for the people in his constituency, a man who is very familiar with politics and a political advocate, a good governance advocate, in the person of Honorable Ahmed Ipoola Omisore. He is the former chairman of the Lagos State House of Assembly House Services and Special Duties Committee. This coming Sunday, July 8th, which is a very special day, is going to be his 71st birthday, and we told ourselves that it's very necessary that we talk to him because he's an elder statesman and he's one of the old proteges who have seen the good time in Nigeria. Is a border between the good old times and the bad new times. So, and we felt that it is very good that we talk to him, and lucky enough we've been trying to search for him in the last 2 weeks, but by God's grace yesterday's aide gave us the clear order and we are with him today in his ambience, and we find it a very wonderful, glorious honor. Daddy, it is a very wonderful moment being with you today, sir. First and foremost, I want to wish you happy 71st birthday, but honestly, let's start by asking that you don't look 71. So what's the secret of still being, especially when we came to your house today, you are the one that came to open the gate for us, you are the one that tried to arrange a lot of things. Nobody will believe that this young man or old man is 71. How do you feel?
Well, I think his age is a question of figures. As for me, I am very agile. I relate to the young ones. I keep no malice. I don't bother myself. I don't struggle against fate. I accept everything as it comes. I enjoy myself very lively. And, when you talk about 71, that belongs to God.
71 belongs to God. A lot of people say when you are in the house, Lagos State House Assembly, that you hate being called old man, and you like to be called a young man or what. So what gives you? Are you going to say you are young at heart, and what are those things that drives you, that makes you still young, even body and shape and everything?
Exactly. In the House of Assembly, they know me that if you want to get something from me, don't call me an old man. And the reason is not far-fetched. I like the youths. My best of friends are 45-year-old. I don't have a 50-year-old friend. Both male and female, they are young, and I enjoy my life. And when you talk of age, me, I don't regard it as anything. I regard achievement and whom you make to be happy, your environment, you lighten it up, and that's what I call maturity. So, as for me, I don't even want to hear about age. It belongs to God.
So age is just a number, indeed. Let's start by asking you that how was life growing up? Because anytime I meet advanced age people like you, I ask them about how Nigeria looked like in the past. What was the picture they saw when they were growing up? Right now, how did they feel? Was that the same picture that they saw in those days? Is it the still clarity they are still saying now, or something have changed? How was the Nigeria of your youth, sir?
Well, the Nigeria of my youth, I was born precisely July 8, 1948, and in those days, in colonial Nigeria, I was born in a very large family, a missionary family. We were in thousands in those days, and the upbringing is not done by parents alone. Everybody can spank you, everybody can correct you, but today, you are just the child of your parents. In those days, we are child of the community, and do anything wrong, you are corrected, you are spanked, you dare not go home to tell your parents. So today, we have narrowed it down to the mother and the father who has no time to correct. And again, moral studies, right from childhood. We have parables, we have stories that will teach you, if you do this, the consequences that, like tortoise is used as an example of greedy, corny, and repercussions are taught right from infanthood.
The story of Ijapa.
And you discover that we have poems in those days. Yes, we are taught about how to work hard. A lot of things. We were taught civics in school. Today, no more moral studies. They call it social studies, and they mix it up and play down on morals. The churches are no more preaching kingdom of God. They are preaching prosperity. The schools are no more teaching history. So when you don't know anything about the past, how do you get it right? Secondly, the youths have no jobs and they want to ends to meet. And the rat race is so there that nobody, even when your son at 18, 19 bring car home, you don't ask. In those days, you bring a barrow home, and mother will send you back, take it to where you brought it. So things have changed. Parents are collecting money from Yahoo children, who they don't even ask, what are you doing? Where are you working? So morals have gone down the drain. And in our days, we have brothers and sisters. On holidays, we go and visit. We come back with experiences. And like my own family, Omisore, we're one of the largest in West Africa. We live in a commune. We live in a community. We eat together, drink together, and learn together. Today, things have changed. Politicians of those days are fathers, are leaders. They count their glory by popularity, not by number of houses. They count their name by good name. We are not children of Awolowo, but because Awolowo opened a school and we go there, the call of us Awolowo. And we are glad we remember him. But today, people rush there to make money. They go to Abuja, they feel fat on the nation, and their immediate neighborhood, no, people are going hungry. So in those days, we are brothers keeper. Today, nothing like that. Things have changed. Gambling sports are the most popular. Drinking joints are now the order of the day. And you discover that churches are worse for it because they are asking you prosperity. Nobody is teaching kingdom of God. So once you will lose the foundation, Nigeria has gone to the dogs.
But let's critically look at it before we go to the pains of new generation youths and the challenges of modern day parenting and the social disorder. When you look at yourself, when you were growing up, what were those things you remember that put you in order? Apart from communal training and influenced by other people, what are those things that you saw your father did or your mother did or in the community that you can remember nostalgically now and say, oh, I miss those days?
You know, even right from our own native land, Ile-Ife, every year, once a year, there is a day to pay back the criminals in the community. We call it Ifako-Ijaiye. Everybody will bring leaves, tear trees, and rush to somebody who has committed a crime probably a year ago, and we all drop the branches of trees in front of the house, and everybody will know that, oh, an outcast is in that family. And we do it with joy. If it's only 10 in town, everybody will go there, Ifako-Ijaiye, and all the family will be shy, they'll be sad, and it curtails misbehavior. In those days, every compound is policed. No thief can enter. Today, nobody cares. In those days, our parents, we meet every night. Radio, that time is already fission by Awolowo, where thing. They will sit down, collectively eat together, collectively hear the news, and analyze it, and go home, and with a lesson to teach their children. Our parents at that time care for the name. Omisore ni ma boruko eje o, baba mi o boruko eje o. So there is imbibing the spirit of being good. So even when you go to the cities and you are attracted by the actions of the people in the city, you still remember, and they say, not your humanity won't share. This day, we will tell you, they want to make money. Recently, I saw a young guy swallowing currency note and dancing in a club and drinking water to wash it down. Currency notes. So our youth have turned to, they have become monster. They have become another thing. So you can imagine when you cut the head of your girlfriend, you do a lot of. So where are we going? Where did we get it wrong? So we must ask the nation. And who are those to be challenged? Our traditional rulers.
Why do you say so, sir?
They give titles to people without finding how they made their money. In Yoruba land, we used to say, "Katofe ni ejoye láàrin ìlú, ó láti jẹ́ ni rere."
Katofe ni ejoye láàrin ìlú, ó ní láti jẹ́ ni rere.
Today, nobody is doing any research. Make your money, come and get title. Then secondly, our religious leaders, those who steal money, take the front benches in churches. The managing directors that defrauded his customers or our customers are made elders.
Yeah.
And you discover that every day prosperity, prosperity, prosperity. Where your parents have not been, you will get there. How do you get there? You have to work. So we need it. Then political leaders, they've messed it up. A poor man is a local government chairman. Within 2 years, he has a house at Ikeja, he has a house at, and they rush there. In those days, they take offices to make good names. And now, people now ask for money before they elect people.
Yes, of course.
If I give you money, I must recoup the money. So the era of money politics has killed the nation. It's so much that in fact, material wealth is a problem. Because if you don't have, they say, the Lord do man in the house, what have you brought? So things have gone haywire, but I know that with a determination by all of us, we can change the nation.
But let me ask you this question, because I asked Chief Fatoyi when I met him some years ago, and some other elderly people when I met them, Chief Apele Ogundoku, all of them. I used to ask them, I said, at what junction did Nigeria started deteriorating? Which leader? You had a lot of great leaders in those days. You have Chief Aguirre, you have General Yakubu Gowon, you have General Murtala Mohammed, you have General Olusegun Obasanjo. At the time, you have Murtala Mohammed. But if you look at it critically, you as a child of the past and an adult of this present age, which political leader will you say under him things started deteriorating? If you analyze it critically,
mentioning political leaders is like wasting our time. Democracy must evolve. Even the poor one, if the next one is succeed, it will change. But we got it wrong right from the army takeover.
Oh, the military incursion. Okay, military incursion.
They introduced unitary system. We used to run federalism. West was developing at their pace, making mark, education, housing, all those. Then all of a sudden they said Nigeria is one centralized governance, and they stop progress, particularly in the southwest. There is now say federal character, all these things, and you discover a Yoruba professor being a personal assistant to a young Hausa man who graduated at Ahmed Bello 5 years, and served probably 2 years in a state in Kano, and the next posting is federal, and our professor. So this centralization by Uronsi and the law drafted by Professor Wabuize created that problem. Since then, we were not able to compete effectively. In those days, while we are getting our cocoa ready, the north is getting their groundnut ready, and secondly, the oil wealth attracted people to the city. All those youths that are supposed to be in their village, even our young girls, you see them sleeping rough in Lagos. If they had stayed in their own villages, they would have been better. So the oil money finished this nation. And lastly, our leaders, right from Gowon, did not think very well when the oil money was coming to invest. I mean, Dubai, what was an emirate before, but they turned the money. What was Malaysia? We were at the same pace. Malaysia came here to collect oil palm seed.
Yeah,
today, Malaysia is the largest palm oil producer in the world. We lost it all because we allowed oil to be our mainstay.
That is petroleum.
Petroleum. And everybody abandoned the city. Look at now, Yoruba want to fight. They say, Agbekoya, Agbekoya. Who is in the farm? All the youths have gone. Who will Koya? They are all people. So, indirectly, we got it wrong from the first coup, and they keep building upon it. All these we got one, Murtala, as much as they have done, but they refuse to allow the states to grow at their own pace. There is no more competition. People just wait for monthly revenue from the federal account, and you cannot. No nation can move that way. Then, lastly, they said righteousness exalted the nation.
Yes, sir.
Our nation, those who are telling lies, those who are doing it wrong, are the one getting it right, making money. So until we return, because I don't know who is going to return us, but I just pray that our leaders listen to the voice of the people by making deliberate changes, because today it is Buhari. No other person. There is no institution to curb corruption. It is Buhari. When Buhari goes, how do we continue? So we need to sustain institutions EFCC, ICPC to be institutionalized, to be strengthened. EFCC should be in every local government, particularly now that they want to be giving money directly to the council chairman. Yes. Council chairmen are taking money at Ikeja. The money is disappearing before they get to their councils. Now, if they go to Abuja to go and collect, what happens? So, Nigeria, we need a drastic change. If I say we need a return to God, they have no God, or they don't worship anything. They don't call Jesus. In China, they are making it. They don't. So the nations that are not even of God are making. So if we continue to say God, 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 it is we people that must be determined before God can help us.
We will have to determine before God help us. But I want to ask you this critical question: as an elder statesman and as a father, I want to believe that you are very conversant with spiritual dynamics. Will you say Nigerian problem is spiritual? Because look at Ghana. Some years ago, the Ghanaians were here to shine our shoes and to run around for us, and they were our houseboys, housemaid, and all that. And at the time, I think under Shagari, they said Ghana must go. Ghana has gone back, and they developed themselves. Today, now we are rushing to to Ghana for tourism, for business, and they are the ones chasing Nigerians back. Looking at it critically, is Nigerian problem spiritual or just, I mean, what do you think is the problem, sir?
There's nothing like being spiritual.
As an elder statesman, sir.
So it's not a spiritual problem. Don't forget that Ghana I enjoy because there was a revolution. In Nigeria today, if I offend or commit a capital crime and I say, oh, I will run to Tinubu, he will protect me. Some people will run to Babangida, protect him. Some people will run to Abdul Salam. In Ghana, they eliminated all those so-called leaders. So in Ghana, if you're offend today, you know you're on your own. So our problem here is ethnicity, is religion, and even sectionalism, because they say, Nigeria Bar Association will not agree. Oh, they take a judge to court. All lawyers are there. In Ghana, you dare not do that. So our problem is, my appeal to the leaders, and is that we should allow peaceful changes to take place. There's a proverb that says, for those who make peaceful changes impossible, make forceful changes inevitable. The youths are complaining, they are crying, they are shouting. We should listen before they strike. Because Ghana had peace when Afrifa, Achampong, all of them were cleared. I don't pray for that for Nigeria. I don't pray for that for Nigeria, but for those who have ears, let them listen to what the Holy Spirit is saying.
When you were growing, your dad wanted to be an Islamic scholar. So what happened? What did you vow from that? Because in those days, there's a Christian family, Muslim family, and your name Ahmed signifies a very big meaning.
My father was a catechist, or was a lay reader at the Anglican Church. He became a Muslim, converted, and became fanatical. And he said he loved me so much among his many children. He said, Ahmed, Ile-Ife, you're going to be an alpha. And my mother was resisting. My father beat my mother and said, look, what do you mean? I like this one to be. So, and I agreed, I was going. I was brilliant. But one day, the Ipoola free education came. And I saw my uncle taking his daughter to, the junior brother to my dad, take his daughter to registration. I followed them without my father knowing. And in those days, we ask you to put your hand like this. Sure, what, 30?
Yes, sir.
If your hand don't touch your ear, then you are not of age. Not like these days that 2 years we go to school. And they said, and they picked me. My mother didn't allow my father to know. That was it. So the dream of my father for me to become a farm. But unknown to him then, I could have gone to school and I said I go to learn Arabic studies. It was later in years that they discovered that you can go to Egypt. There's an Arabic university and colleges there. Yeah. But by the time my father knew,
it was late.
Too late.
So you've become a Christian by then?
No. I was a Muslim up till 1985. I have a mosque. I built a mosque. I'm an Alhaji.
I can't believe this, sir.
What I said.
Alhaji care. How did God now convert Alhaji to a celestial?
No. When I was primary 2, I went to Mecca and I went again 60 something. But this religion, when you have problems, you might be pushed. And when your foundation is not too sound, when the storm of life shakes you, you can get change. But no regret, because when you look at it, the same God.
Yeah, of course.
Moses is Moses is there. Musa. Isa is there, is Jesus. Joseph is Yusuf. The Bethlehem, where Jesus was born. the greatest mosque of Muslims are there. So it's one religion. We are getting to know it. But for me, there's no difference. I see my mother is the Yadini. My mother is the Yadini of Ojokoro. She's with me. She's 96 in August.
She's going to be 96.
My father was Baba Adini of Ile-Ife. So religion is a way of communication with God. It's not a means. It's goodness. Yoruba say Iwa Lesin. So if you are a good Muslim and you are not good, if you are a good Christian and you are wicked. So for me, religion, I've known the two sides, and I know my God.
Talking about your wife, I think at the age of 36 you already had 9 children and all that, and you are a polygamist. How did you do that one too? Because yes, you had 9 children and you
heard about me.
Yes, so I'm surprised at how
I've never been a polygamist.
How did you do it, sir?
I've never been lucky for one to meet the other. Okay. I had my first child at 26 in England as a student, and by the age of 36, I already had 9. I had 6 within my first wife, and another one 3, making 9. And my wife died, and the life was upside down.
That's the first wife, sir?
Yes. And I started to pick up the pieces again.
Emotionally?
I had another 3. The marriage crumbled. Looking back now, it wouldn't have crumbled. But you know, youthful exuberance, you leave home on Thursday, you don't return till Monday.
You say you were a Ijaiye man. Those days you go clubbing because of your business.
Clubbing. So, and I had to do it again. And I thank God. That's my wife there.
Okay.
That's my, I call it last batch. All of them in Canada. But one good thing about my own that people should learn from,
yes, sir,
is that I train my children.
And they say you also act like a mother.
And I talk to you today. I have 13 graduate children, with about 7 of them with masters. I have 1 undergraduate in Canada. In fact, those 2 seniors there, yes, sir. Those 2 tall boys, they studied at Covenant University.
Covenant in Nigeria.
At 20, they already had BSc Mechanical Engineering. At 22, already masters in Canada, petroleum engineering. So, one thing that people should pick from my own, you cannot copy me anyway. Nobody can do it again.
Because everybody is wondering that where did you get all the energy? For all the women and the children.
The energy. So what I'm saying is that I train them. And I'm like a mother. Yep. I mother my children. I don't father them. I am involved emotionally and everything. Because if my wife died when I was 36, she was 35 and left 6 children. And the oldest was 11. And the last one was 2.5. And I trained all of them without anybody coming in. The next 3 also, I train all of them. You know Kolajo?
Yes, Kolajo, my very good friend. We're in the same party.
I train all of them. Yep. So, but dedication, determination. I wrote something on the Facebook just 3 days ago. I said, yes, sir. And you want to prosper? You're treating your wife?
Maltreating them.
You are treating your wife? You don't care about your children's education? And you want to prosper? I say, Mr. Man, no way. So I've learned a lot. That's why I'm an expert in marriage counseling. I counsel people because I've seen the bad, the good, the ugly. I've seen the marriage that's spoiled by my actions. I've seen the marriage that was spoiled by a woman. I've seen the one that giving back a chance again. I will not do it the same way I did it. But there's something you call grace. You will be wobbling and fumbling, but when God is on your side, you think pé o mọ̀ ṣe. When you that Olúwa bá gbàdúrà fún o.
Oh no, la lo ma ń pè lọ́kùnrin o.
So I thank God because the voice that should have come to me ni pé, don't you see he's poor? Don't you know he has no sense? He has 15 children, but God turned everything.
Ó ṣẹ́gun dogo.
Ó ṣẹ́gun dogo. So I don't know how to say it in English, but it is a grace. I won't say anybody should repeat it. But I can tell you that I'm Mr. Peculiar.
That's very we have a Peculiar somewhere there. You're Mr. Peculiar. Yeah, Baba Fekula. Before we round up, before we finish, really, I wanted to talk much about social media, how it has destroyed the young people, because I'm also aware that you are a social media person. You know, there was a time I met is it Minister Lai Mohammed somewhere in Ikeja, and I asked him, sir, what of your Facebook? He said, I have somebody running it for me. And it's funny to my hearing, but you run your own Facebook, you are always active, you raise issues, even issues of segregation, issues of dumbness in the political circle and all that. You are a very active social media person. But now, looking at social media and seeing people abusing you as an elderly person on social media, what do you think it has done to the psyche of our young people, and how can we use social media for positive campaign?
Well, every creation of God and man is for a purpose. But when you misuse it, look at the guns. It's for protection. When you want to turn it against people, it becomes a crime. Social media is a development that has taken media to higher heights. It has helped in saturating the audience. It is an omnipresent media. But the way you use it matters. Look, when I got into use of Facebook, I was writing. My wife will complain. I will wake up in the night and write and say, you this man, you are married. You are beginning. I say, don't be annoyed. So after 4 years of writing 3 hours every day, I wake up 3:30 and I write at 6:30 on topical issues, on religion, anything that comes to my head. Because I was bubbling. You know, my brain is...
you are braining.
It's too much. So if I don't channel it somewhere, I will...
You feel so... maybe...
So I can be misbehaving.
Yeah.
So I was writing. Then one day I just said, look, I've wasted my time. 3 hours every day writing. Why don't I convert this thing to monetary gain? Then I call a printer. I call a cousin of mine. It's an architect, Ipoola Omisore, that I have this volume of thing online. I want to turn it into a book. And the idea came. And I decided to turn my 5-year Facebook postings to a book. I will get you a copy now, you'll see. And I packaged it into a book. I launched it at Ikeja. Fashola gave me 1 million, speaker 1 million, and I made money. And it became, I turned my waste of time to
gain of time. Gainful venture. And
my wife was surprised. And I told you, I said, look, for everything you do, there's a way to make money. Don't he said, my waste time, I get and true is a very insultive medium. So people call me this idiot. They call me foolish man. But I know I have them as children at home. I will, when you abuse me, for that reason you abuse me, I will explain to you. If you don't want to go, I will go inbox. Say, young man, I'm as old as your dad. Why are you abusing me? You should not abuse me. I will explain. They will go back online to apologize. And we became friends. So I have 5,000 friends, and I have a 1,200 waiting. So every day I remove 20 to bring in new ones. So, and today I wrote another version, 7-year Facebook postings. Compile it again. I turned up, and when Ile-Ife was becoming Oni, yes, I said, let me apply it. And I changed it to thoughtful thoughts from the source.
That's Ile-Ife.
My town. I went to go and launch it in Ife. I made a lot of money. So, the first one I wrote, United Nations gave me a letter of commendation. I will show you. For positive use of social media. I became an example. I was taken to Kenya where they were doing a conference where I spoke about effective use of social media. So they got, they took about 500 copies from me and they paid. They paid for the freight, they paid for my flight, they paid for my hotel.
United Nations.
Yes. So the social media is society itself, but society will feed in what they reflect. Our youths, they are not using it well. Some will even tell you he wants to be your girlfriend, whereas he's a man. He'll be using pictures, but those of us who use it, we are clever. We go in there, when you don't see enough pictures, put in more pictures, then they will run away. Some women will use it. So fraud. A lot of fraud. Yeah. Then anti-progress postings. At a time, some nations in the world made laws banning it. But Nigeria should not.
That is hate speech.
They are now saying hate speech and all that. But whether we like it or not, for me, it makes me to be alive. I can't do without it. I educate people. I have youth as friends. I tell them what was in the past, what it is now, what is good. So I am very correctional in the use.
That's good.
And it's making me to have more friends. My friends are young ones, even younger than my children. And we look. I give you an example. One young boy is 13. It's Omisore.
It's also an Omisore.
Yes. He was telling his father that when he mentioned him, he said, it's my friend though. The father said, only yeah, but that Ahmed is your friend. He said, it's my friend. Let me, I will text him now. He will reply me. And I did. He said, they called me. He said, but Ahmed, oh my, Gabriel was telling me that's your friend. And he just said something and you reply. I said, is he your son? I don't even know the father. I said, it's my friend now. We chat every night. He said, until today, the boy is my friend. I attend parties in Benin and Enugu of Facebook friends.
Can you imagine? Just like that.
So, it is a thing, it removes boredom.
I know.
My wife is not with me, is in Canada. One day say, you are still on Instagram. I say, boredom will kill me. So, every day, when I'm busy, I write for 1 hour. But on average day is 3 hours. I'm preparing now for my 10-year Facebook postings, a book. And the last book I had was 320-page book. You know,
your brain is too saturated.
My brain is I'm in trouble with my brain. I must just write. At times I will write, they will abuse me. The one I wrote 2 days ago, they abused me was on MC Oluomo. I used to think that Agberos are illiterates until I see Oluomo. I learned that Oluomo's children are graduates of Canada and American universities. What I was trying to do was to commend him for using his, whether he got it or not, well, and knowing that children must not be like him. But people are abusing me. You are playing up this thing, you know. But opinions can always differ. But I have ability to absorb insults. How many of my age groups are there? At 71? In fact, my friends, you won't believe them.
Like a 13-year-old boy.
And I'm also a media analyst. Yes. I go to TVC, AIT, radio stations to unload. Yes. Because my leaving the House of Assembly was a problem to me. I have too much up here. Yeah. And if I don't do it, I'll be in trouble. And that was why I set up a school. I have a school, the Genius Ile-Ife College, the Genius Ile-Ife Northern Primary School. Because I've always been an educationist. When I came back from England, advertising was getting popular. I set up a school center for business studies at Ile-Ife, where I train all these juggernauts, Nicola Ayanwales of this world, Bato Kigbo, all of them. I trained them, Baba Akimbo Bola, Midale, you know, they were my students. I set it up and I was marking exams from UK. I'm also an examiner to APCON. So I have too many things I have to do. So I would die if I don't find a means of unloading.
Why can't you take a lecturing job? Don't you should be
I used to. Okay. But these days, those who are there are fencing up. They don't like to see those of us industry based. Because what we teach them will be up. I mean, I was teaching somewhere and the students say, this is not what our former teacher told us. That was how I set up my own school. They start coming to in the office and I showed them and they say, So they ran to me and I started my school in the garage of my office at Ogun State, number 10. One major Orogu. Okay, sir. Had a business, a company called Eco Delta. Okay. The first company to print yellow pages in Nigeria. I was the manager. So from there, when he was annoyed with me that too many people are coming, I set up a school at Ebute Meta, at Dioro, and I had a school. I had about 600 students. So I've always been.
Did you still have that school now?
Gone. But all my products are there, and they know it. So that now I have a secondary school, good secondary school, but it's in a rural area at Ilogbo there. Okay. I've not been able to charge commensurate fees, but I'm glad that we are making marks.
What's the name of school?
The Genius Ile-Ife College. The Genius
Olivet College.
And the Genius Nursery Primary School. 2 schools.
So your parents can bring their children there and
I have about 250 students. So leaving the house now.
That's why you're in Nigeria.
They have my advertising business. I'm still there, though. That was at the lowest ebb because the economy is bad.
Yes.
And outdoor is the most vulnerable.
Yeah, outdoor advertising and PR. I agree.
President of outdoor advertising in Nigeria. Yep. I was also the first president of outdoor advertising in West Africa. My office is in Togo, Lomé. I spent about 36 years in advertising. So before going to politics.
What has changed in advertising now? They think that profession is threatened because of the social media.
It's threatened because of online advertising and media, and the economy itself is not helping matters. And when the economy is bad, the first culprit is advertising. So they are now facing problems. Salaries are not being paid, clients are not paying, and social media has taken a pride of place, and it is the future.
I know. Because Mr. just said the same thing in the seminar I attended 3 years ago. He said it's the future and there is threats and all that. Before we round up finally now, there's a question I want to ask you. You are more gregarious and educated. You are not like your cousins, little Ipoola Omisore. He's very controversial and all that. We know him in the Nigerian politics. But with his latest deal with the APC, last one, they coming out in Osun State, do you think that's his end politically? And what's the relationship with him? Do you talk? Do you chat? Do you relate? Because he is the one that brought the Omisore's out before we now started.
You're wrong. Don't think that Ipoola is controversial. It's not. Okay. For every actor, there's a stage. If you are playing a role, you have to play it. We politicians we are actors. We act to meet situation. Ipoola, complete gentleman.
Are you sure?
He's my bro.
Ipoola Omisore. It does not look complete gentleman.
No, I'm his uncle. I know him.
Okay.
At least I'm about a decade older than him, so I can talk about him. Ipoola is complete gentleman, but you don't aggress a gentleman.
You don't aggress a gentleman. You
will see that all of us can change. When he's at home, he's a progressive. Omisore family, we are born into progressive party. Our father was one of the founders of Oduduwa.
In those days.
In those days, and financier of Awolowo. For example, go and look at it. The financier of Tribune, 1949, Omisore. I will all use our money to fund that place. If you ask for the first copy of Tribune, you will see Johnson Omisore.
That's Tribune newspaper.
The first edition.
Copies.
So we are in politics. We are in progressive politics. One reason or the other made Ipoola to be pushed out.
He was aggressed.
He was deputy governor in a progressive party. Yeah. One reason or the other made.
They said even brought down the money. He was one that.
He funded the party. Yes. But you know, used for exuberance. If what happened there, he will not do it again. If I say I want to be governor and you say not ready, you wait.
Or go and become deputy.
He was deputy already.
Yes.
So you wait. But when you are young, that's what I do now that I will never do when I was young. I will do it the other way. Ipoola is a complete gentleman and it's okay. His father is my brother. We are now in the same party. He has come back to where he belongs.
Are you sure? Because
he was born into progressive. His father was the secretary of AG in Ile-Ife. Or his father.
What's the name?
It's now Onoba. Okay. Obolajide Omisore of Olode Town. His father was the AG secretary of the Action Group in the Awolowo days. Our grandfather was the owner of AG. We were born into progressive. But when he was pushed out, or he pushed himself out, because in progressive, when they say it's not your turn, go and wait. You will wait. If you don't belong, if you don't wait, you are not part of them. Like me, I was to be member of assembly 2003. They told me, Omisore, you can't go. Wait.
I wasted money.
And I wasted money. And Honorable Mustafa, the late, they say he's one go. I said, okay, let him go. And when he finished, they said, come. On platter of gold, I came. So that's progressive for you. Anybody that cannot wait or listen or take advice, if you come here, you are wasting your time. The likes of Atiku will not wait. When they say wait, you must wait. That is the difference between progressive and the conservative. My brother went there, is now back, and I want to tell you that we are very, very close. Even when he was PDP, we were close. But me, my pot of soup is in Lagos. It's APC. His own is in Abuja. We fight, because if I leave my own, you no go feed me. So even my wife will not, if it's not doing the party I want to do and it's making her money, we are bringing it home. So Omisore's family, we are very political. All of us know that politics is not a fighting thing. In our family, we don't fight. When he was senator of PDP, we were dining and whining together, but when we get there, I blasted him on paper. You cannot be governor. You cannot be that. His brother is abusing him. But when we get to our family, we are like this. And now, we are now closer. I pray that I become a minister because it is due for a good political office. I pray he will be one. Amen, sir. And let him be there because he has paid a price. One thing that gladdens my heart is that our party have now absorbed him. That is not a murderer. He has been painted a murderer. And when we are calling him back, he told them that one of the conditions that will make me come back to you is that renounce what you call me. And I'm glad that the leadership of the party renounced it. And that stain on our family was permanently removed. So I congratulate Yola for coming back home. Our father used to call Awolowo political messiah. My father used to say Awolowo in the sky. Say, look, oh, this feel like oh, the glasses here. That was so much the great love. Any cloud that gathered like this, they say, it look like his shoe, it look like his, Awolowo in those days. So they believe so much in him. But so it was almost everywhere. Our family, anybody in the family doing anything else, has misruled. I'm glad that Yola is back home.
Are you forgiving him?
He has never offended me. We were tricking those followers. When I abuse Yola, you think I'm abusing him. Fool yourself. When we get home, we call it Akodi Omole. Akodi. We have a family hall where we meet. We eat an eko and efo. We eat and they say, Ahmed Obumilano. Because it's Lagos, I must make my money and carry it home. It's making in Abuja and carry it home. So only fools fight. If you fight, look, let me give you just one example.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
I was annoyed with Bola Ahmed Tinubu only once in my life.
Why?
During campaigns, Obanikoro shot at us in Ikeja. My car was smashed and I missed bullet by inches.
Jesus Christ.
The day Obanikoro was coming to join us, nobody called us and said, that man want to call. They won't tell you. He just came and became a leader immediately. A man was to kill us. Nobody came back and said, come back. Yola, my brother, has joined our party now. He's above me. He's senior. Me, who died there, I'm under him. So that's politics for you. It's a dramatic society.
Dramatic society.
That's what.
And a satanic game.
The satanic game. Dramatic society, you act according to. When things change, they will not tell you. Oh, okay. Oyinlola at a point and they were at loggerhead.
Academy.
Some people lost their head. I remember at that tribunal, somebody brought his leg from the court room. Said, this is my leg they cut as exhibit. Today now, until recent, Oyinlola and Aregbe was sleeping and eating together.
Yes.
Where are those dead? Where are those who lost their hands? So, for me, we'll play it. Because without politics, you cannot govern.
Yes, sir.
And if you allow fools and the wicked to rule, they'll be making foolish law to rule you. But let us go there. Don't forget humanity one share.
Yes, sir.
Let us not lose our character. If you are the child of a bishop and you join police, you will take bribe. In Nigeria.
Or last man.
I don't know about that. But on the serious note, what I'm saying is that
yes, sir,
we will go there. And that is why Christians who say it's a game of Satan, I don't want to go there, you are foolish. Because the more Christians or godly people in government, the better for government. While I was in the house, I made a lot of difference. At times I have my minority opinion. It won't count. But if you know, I have occasions where I save a lot of celestial churches. They want to pull down because they were near canals. I will go there and say, this is my church, or even though it's not my church. Commissioner Banire, Joe, don't remove it. He said, am I remove any? I said, I beg you, let us move it back. I helped the Christian world because I was there. If I wasn't there, uncle, when they were making laws where churches must pay taxes, I was ferocious. At the end of the day, they narrow it down that pastor will not pay. But if they do a business that is non-church, initially it was an all-hog law. So we must belong. If people say I'm a professor, politics is a dirty game. More than 3 will be ruling you and making law against you. So I want to say that society should not see politics as dirty. They should see politics that they must play it and they must partake to go and make a difference. Not to go and join them. Because I remember some of my colleagues were abusing people in Abuja. A senator, rep, they earning so much, their salary is clinical. But some of them now got to Abuja. They joined them, we didn't hear anything in me. I don't want to mention their names, but we in Lagos, we were together discussing and saying, how can you be taking 13 million? How can you be? But as soon as they get there, I think there's an oath of secrecy.
Or atmosphere of fear?
No fear. It's more when you have your own. So, on a serious note, let good spirited people go into politics. But when they go there, let them make a difference. Though minority will have their say, majority have their way, and you always know that. Look at the local government. Look at community development bill (CDAs).
Yes, sir.
I was a chairman of CDA before going to
the
house. When the bill came, I was ferocious. I made sure it passed. I made sure relevant areas of it are touched, because I was one of those CDA. That was why
you had the experience.
I championed, and the CDC in Lagos State, they gave me an award. Because in governance, you have to lobby. You cannot lobby, you can't get somebody to lobby for you if you don't have your own kind there. So I'm saying this to discourage those who say, I'm not going to politics. We should go there.
We should go there.
But we should make a difference.
Make a difference.
We should not join them in things that are negative.
Not to steal money and leave the road bad.
Stealing money is relative. Very relative.
Now, rounding up, what do you do again now at 71? What other things don't you do again? When you are young, you will have done a lot of things. You go to club. I mean, maybe you even womanize.
Club has not stopped.
Are you sure? I can't believe it.
I go to clubs. In fact, probably only one day in a week. I go to Kaja Club, go to club, Ife Club. I have clubs. But now I'm getting elevated. I'm now trustee of most clubs. But I enjoy myself. Well, don't tell me that you will find me where the 70-year-old will be. It's a lie. I go to clubs, nightclubs. I enjoy myself. Even my children, I will see them afar up there. I don't look at them. Ask Olajo now. I enjoy myself. I'm a ladies' man, so don't rule them out of me. So
ask if you see the energy for ladies.
No, you see, the day it stops, you are dead. No, you see, ladies are a reflection of your success. Ladies don't follow failure. When they are around you, it shows that something is glittering about you. Look, ladies are like birds on trees. When the tree is peaceful, the leaves are not moving. They stay there. But when they see the tree, they fly off. For me, when ladies don't answer me or they run away from me, it shows that some setbacks are coming. They announce my success. I like them.